Hello, this is Aaron Smith, the art guy, and I look kind of weird because I am in Minecraft. This is my Minecraft avatar. Check the cool lab coat. Isn't it awesome? And I have some friends that have been interested in using Minecraft with their students, but they've been asking me, Mr. Smith, I don't get it. I don't know how to play. So I've decided to make this video, and it might even be a series to show some of the basics for Minecraft. And if you already get the stuff that I'm showing in this video, wait for the next video. Maybe it'll be something a little more interesting. I might even turn it into a Let's Play if there is any demand for it. So, without further ado, let's get into the basics. First of all, I used my F5 key to change my camera angle so it could look like I was talking to you. So if I press F5 a bunch of times, here's my first person view, which is what you will normally see in Minecraft. I press it again, I'm looking at the back of my head. I press it again, I'm facing the camera. And I press it again, I'm back to this again. So there's that. And for walking around, you press W to move forward, S to move back, and A and D to move left and right. This is also called strafing. This is actually a fairly common key set that's used in a lot of video games. So if you master A, W, S, D, or however you want to put that in order, then you're pretty much going to be fairly decent at moving around in most video games. Also, spacebar will let you jump. Now, one cool thing about these fence posts is they look like they're 1 block high, but so far as the game is concerned, they're 1.5 blocks high, so I can't jump over them. You can only jump 1 block high in the game, unless you've got something boosting you somehow. So, I'm pretty much trapped in here unless I have a gate. Oh, check that out. Now, if I move this little crosshair that you can see in front of the gate, I can right-click on it, and that will open the gate. And I can right-click again to close it. And that works for chests, doors, pretty much anything. Oh, we've got a welcome chest here with a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm not going to take any of this. This is for other people who might play on this server because I've given the address to this server to a few friends who might join us later. We'll see. I also made this little welcome house for people to survive the first night. We won't be using that. We will be making our own. So let's go off and explore and try not to fall down into deep holes, because that would be bad. And while we're going, I'm going to break a lot of this high grass here because it's getting me seeds, which I can plant later, and I can grow some wheat for food. So that'll be cool. Yes, cow, moo. You're absolutely right. Now, the first thing you should do if you're playing a survival game is find some trees, because those trees will give you wood that you can use to build your first set of basic tools. So we've got a bunch of trees over here. Let's get some of these down. And now we get to the next part of Minecraft that actually tripped me up for a while, and it was one of the reasons why I didn't survive my first night in the game. When you go to chop these trees down, you can actually punch them down, but don't try to punch them by clicking a bunch of times. That will actually not do anything other than waste your time. If you left click and hold on the tree trunk, it will eventually break it, and you'll have a block that you can pick up by walking over to it. And oh, there we go. I got a block of wood. Now let's get a few more of these. One thing that you may also be noticing is in Minecraft, physics don't always apply to the blocks that are in the game. For example, this tree did not fall on my head when I took out the bottom block. There are other blocks that will fall. For example, let's get a block of sand here. And check this out. Sand does follow gravity, so if I place this block here, it will fall down. But most blocks in the game will not bother. Alright, so I've got 7 logs that I can use. Let's go into my inventory here by pressing E is the key to use for that. And I'm going to turn all these into planks, which I can use to build other things. So I'm going to place them here in this little crafting window. And as you can see, it says, oh, when you put a log in, you can turn it into birch wood planks. And the number there says how many I'll get for one of these. So I can click on this. I can click on it a bunch of times. Or if I'm in a hurry, I can hold down the shift key and click once, and it'll turn everything in here into whatever was over here. So I've got 28 birchwood planks. That's awesome. I'm going to build a few things with this. I'm going to start off by putting 4 of them together like this, and that will make a crafting table, which is very much like this little crafting window here, except instead of a 2x2 grid, it will give us a 3x3, and this is large enough for us to build pretty much anything we can build in the game. Minecraft is very much a game of drawing. You draw out what you want to make. For example, if I put the wood planks in a line, I can make sticks, which can be used to make a variety of things. If I put 2 sticks in a row like this for a handle, and I put 3 across the top, I've just made a wooden pickaxe. And wooden pickaxes aren't that great, but they're a good start, which you can then use to get some stone, which you can use to make a stone pickaxe, etc. And you'll keep using the sticks for a variety of things, even stone and diamond pickaxes, but the thing you put across the top will change. I'm also going to put 3 like this, and that will make a wooden axe for me. And let's make some more sticks. Oh, you can also click and drag, and it will evenly distribute whatever stack you have over the pattern. So I could actually click and drag like this, and as you can see, it's going to move everything in a line and evenly distribute it. But let's not do that, because that will actually get really annoying really fast and fill up my inventory. I'm going to make a wooden shovel. And one last thing, I'm going to make a wooden sword, because monsters are enabled in this game, so I'm going to run into problems if I don't have some way to protect myself. Alright, so I'm going to use my wooden axe, and I could punch that to break it up too, but I'm going to use a wooden axe for that. Let's cut down a few more trees, and when we come back, I'll have cut down some trees, and I'll have some basic ingredients to build a house. So, we're going to flash forward, and I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, here's where things get a little embarrassing, because this whole time I recorded the second half, and I wasn't holding the push to talk button, so it's totally quiet. What you just saw was I just found some iron ore, which I'm not going to smelt, and I will have to go back and mine the rest of it, because it usually spawns in groups. But I mined 1 block, and I'll end up putting more later. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you how to make a furnace, which we can use to burn wood into charcoal, smelt ores into metal bars that we can use for other things. It's basically, you take cobblestone, which I just mined a whole bunch of, and you put a donut in your crafting table of cobblestone, and pow, you get a furnace, which I already made one when I wasn't recording, so I screwed that up too. But I'm just going to place that right down there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a few other things, in this case building a door. And again, it's all about drawing. So I draw a basic door shape, and pow, I get a wooden door that I can place somewhere. So that was me explaining it to nobody, because no one was able to listen. And there's my door, which I can open and close. That's useless until I build the rest of my house. So place some cobblestone. I'm being supervised by a cow. And right about now I realized that I kind of needed to make some charcoal to make torches and things. So I'm throwing some logs into the furnace, and I could throw planks or other logs into the furnace at the bottom part to burn the logs up top into charcoal. In this case, I decide on the oak saplings that I got from cutting down some oak trees. And I just throw those in there, and some fire appears, and that will slowly turn the logs into charcoal. Now, it won't turn all of them. There weren't enough saplings there to do that. But it'll turn enough for what I need to survive the night. And now I'm realizing I ran out of cobblestone, so I'm going to go mine some more of this regular, what's also called smooth. And when I mine it, because I'm basically hitting it with a pickaxe repeatedly, it turns into cobblestone. It's no longer smooth after you've done that. Okay, so you heard that little ding sound probably. That was experience, and you can see the experience points down here. You can gain levels and use them for enchanting stuff later. Right now, it just looks pretty. But I wanted to show you what I can do with this charcoal. I can use it as a fuel source. I can also combine it with a stick to make torches, and 1 charcoal or coal plus a stick will make 4 torches, and I can use that to light up an area, which is pretty good at nighttime. It helps, you know, it doesn't keep the monsters away, but it keeps them from spawning in certain areas. So they'll still walk over, but it'll make things a little bit safer. And let's make some more planks. And fill the rest of this in. Now ideally I'll be replacing some of these with glass later on so I can see through. But for now, this will keep me from getting shot by skeletons with arrows, because those are actually a thing in Minecraft. Okay, next up I'm going to make a chest, and I'm going to use some more planks to do that. I'm going to drag this around to make a donut like I would be making a furnace, but in this case if you use planks, and it could be oak planks, it could be birch planks, doesn't matter, I can make a chest. I'm actually going to make 2 of them, and it doesn't even matter if you mix and match. You can mix 2 different colors and it'll still work. And here's the cool thing. If I put 1 chest down and right click, it'll hold this much stuff. If I put 1 next to it, it turns into a double wide chest, and now it holds twice as much stuff, which is kind of cool. I'm going to put this iron ore in here. I'm going to smelt that later. Let's hold on to those apples, but let's put our seeds and saplings in here. The apples I got from oak trees. Yes, that's really weird and it doesn't sound right, but oak trees in Minecraft drop apples, and you can use them to basically replenish this bar here, which is your food bar. This is kind of important because if you take damage and your health goes down, it'll only go back up again if your hunger bar over here is full. And this can go down over time if you use some of it to heal your damage. It'll also go down if you've done a lot of sprinting or jogging, which, I should probably show you how to sprint. Okay, so if I'm pressing W, I'm moving forward at a steady pace. And up here we can actually see some coal in the ground, which I can mine this later, and it looks a little different from charcoal. But it still basically can be used for the exact same recipes. But if I hit W twice, then I go faster. Now if you want to go really, really fast, if you hit W twice and hold down the space bar, you start doing a sprint jump, which if you go over an edge, you will take some falling damage. But it's the fastest you can go in the game without using some type of external power. Now as you can see, my hunger bar is going down already because I'm really running around like crazy. So I'm probably going to have to eat something. Now I could wait a little while, but I'm just going to eat something now because I like to keep my hunger topped off a bit. Alright, so those are some of the basics for Minecraft. Let me know if you're interested in seeing more of these videos, if you're interested in seeing more of what I intend to do on the server. Just leave a comment or whatever, get a hold of me and let me know what you think. I'm the Art Guy on Twitter, and if you're watching this video, you already know where my YouTube channel is. So, until next time, have fun.